Hi, seventh graders. This is the last part of our fluency. It's part 2 to subtracting negative numbers. First, I'm going to review what we did yesterday. When we subtract and we see two negatives that are directly next to each other, they become a plus sign. So we can rewrite this as 5 plus 2. I would strongly suggest rewriting all of these problems before solving them, because the next example we do, it makes it a lot easier if you do that. So I rewrite this as 5 plus 2. And that equals 7. Let's do one more example like that. I have 3 minus negative 4. These two negative signs I see are directly next to each other, so they become a plus sign. Everything else stays the same, so the 3 stays the same. I use these two so I can get rid of them. And the 4 stays the same. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Now, here's what's different for today. We can also encounter problems that look like this. Negative 7 minus negative 2. Now I see a negative next to the 7, so that's going to stay the same. But I see a negative next to a negative, so I know that this is going to become a positive. And it's going to be positive 2, because I used both of these to make a positive. Now I'm going to keep my negative 7, because it's just a negative by itself. So I'm rewriting this as negative 7 plus 2. Now we need to use skills from before. I have one number that's negative and one number that's positive, so I subtract. 7 minus 2 is 5. And then I must look, are there more good guys or bad guys? There's more bad guys, so it's negative. Do one more like this. If I have negative 8 minus negative 6. I have my negative just next to my 8, and then two negatives right next to each other. That's 6. These two negatives become a plus sign, and I can bring down my 6. This stays a negative 8, so I'll rewrite it as negative 8 plus 6. I see one number that's negative and one that's positive, so I subtract. 8 minus 6 is 2. And now I have to ask myself, are there more good guys or bad guys? There's more bad guys, so it's a negative 2. You may also see a problem like this. Negative 3 minus negative 5. Same thing. This negative goes with the 3, and this negative goes with this negative. So two negatives become a plus sign. That's plus positive 5. Now this is a negative 3 plus 5. I see one number that's negative and one that's positive, so I subtract. 5 minus 3 is 2. And I ask myself, are there more good guys or bad guys? There are more good guys, so it is positive. I would strongly suggest writing all problems where you see two negatives right next to each other to rewrite them out before solving. Good luck.